Paisley, are we good? Yeah! Glasgow's in the house tonight. It's nice to be here, nice to see all your friendly faces, and I hope you're looking forward to a big weekend. My weekends recently have been a bit repetitive, I've got to tell you. My Fridays, good. Saturdays, great. Sundays, torture. And there is one reason for this. I decided a while ago I was going to go every Sunday to watch my 11-year-old nephew play football. This little boy, he's a good kid, he's got a good heart, but he is the worst footballer to ever lace up a pair of boots. It is frankly unsettling watching this little man play the sport. But we go every week, right, and we support him. We went last week. There was 2 minutes left on the clock. 88 minutes gone in the game. And my nephew's team were getting absolutely pumped. 13-0. We'd all kind of made peace with that, to be honest. So we started gathering our things, right, because there's only 2 minutes left in the game. 13-0 is heavy. And as we're gathering our bags, someone's dad just randomly jumps up behind us and shouts, "Hey, let's start communicating!" That's too little too late, sir, I'm afraid. We never knew if this guy was talking to the football players or if his wife had just left him through the car park. But my nephew is thick-skinned, he can take it. He's tough because we're from Glasgow. And I think that's one of the reasons that I like doing stand-up comedy, because I get to stand here and be honest with you all and make the traumas that I endured relatable for your entertainment, right? So I can tell you, Paisley, about the hardest things I had to endure. And the toughest thing I had to overcome during my adolescence was having this fucking monstrosity stuck to the middle of my forehead when the Sugar Babes released the song "Push the Button." It's not all bad, to be fair. Very true story. I'm married into a Sri Lankan Hindu family. With this, every single Diwali, I just fucking moonwalk in. How you doing, guys? All good? I was going to get it taken off, right, and I decided not to get it taken off. So there's only one other positive outcome that I can think of having this stuck to the middle of my head. And that is that one day, maybe, a sniper might be lining me up from 200 yards. He'll have a look through his wee scope, and he'll say, "Somebody's beat us to it, lads, fall back." Love being from Glasgow. There's kind of two main parts. The city centre, very close to my heart. And in the city centre of Glasgow recently, I seen the most Glaswegian, most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. I was waiting for a taxi outside a pub, and I heard this unmistakable sound. A bit of that old Glasgow flu going round. So I had a little look, right? Got my bearings, and I checked over my shoulder. And that's when I seen it. The most Glaswegian thing I've ever seen. It was a man snorting a line of cocaine off a wall-mounted defibrillator. Do you have no sense of irony, sir? The other place I like to go is the West End of Glasgow. Me and my wife, we go to the West End. And I was paying for coffee in the West End recently, and I looked up at the wall, and there was one poster on the wall that really caught my eye. It was a black background, 2 words, that's all it had on it, in bold yellow font. All those 2 words said, resist racism. That was it. Resist racism. And I thought to myself, that terminology's a little bit bizarre. Because I've heard racism described in loads of different ways. Sure, you have. I've heard it called ugly. I've heard it called unapologetic. I've heard it called abhorrent. Never heard it called irresistible. You still doing that fucking racism, mate? I can't help myself, honestly. It is coursing through my veins. Things have been tough for me and my wife, in all seriousness. Every relationship has their ups, they have their downs. We've been going through a bit of a tough spell. And I think it's probably my fault, to be honest. She said to me that I don't talk about my feelings, so it means that we never talk about how we can overcome these difficulties. She's fed up. Last week she packed a bag, threw it over her shoulder, swung the door open and she left. And as she left, I could see everything we'd built together just flash before my eyes. And I was gutted, Paisley. I thought, I need to give this one last go. I went up to the doorway. I just shouted out, "Hey! Let's start communicating!" I've been Craig Scott. Have a brilliant night. Cheers!